Back in another video. Today we have the analysis of the Golden State Warriors. Okay, so first of all, this video is requested by T.I. Bomb. Yo, nice video. Could you do an analysis on the Warriors, please? Keep up the great work. So that's what we're gonna do today, the Warriors analysis. So let's look at the standings. So they are the 10th seed, and they are 24-28. Let's see. So they're the 24-28. 24-28 would be about the ninth. It'd be the 10th seed. So yeah, that's all right. So they're basically the same spot that they would be in the Eastern Conference. So their roster: Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Kelly Oubre, Draymond Green, James Wiseman, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, Nico Mannion, Juwan Toscano, Eric Pascal, Damian Lee, Kevon Looney, Alan Smelik, Kent Bazemore, and Michael Mulder. Pretty good roster, if you ask me. A lot of young assets, too. And then for some pros. Right now, they are currently in the play-in bracket in the West. So over here, the play-in bracket, 10th seed, that's making the play-in bracket. And then they have some good assets on their roster. Like, if you ask me, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Kelly Oubre, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, James Wiseman, they're all great players. And then sometimes they beat the teams they should, which is pretty good, but they don't do that a lot. Like over here, they should have beaten the Hawks. They didn't. They should have beaten the Raptors, but they beat the Bulls. They should have done that. That's a good win. I said sometimes, so it's not very often, but yeah. And then they are way better than they were last year. So yeah, we can prove that by looking at standings. 10th seed, 24-28. And if you look at last year, change the season up, they were the 15th seed. So yeah, that's a lot better this year than it was last year. And then if they win part of the play-in bracket, they're part of the play-in bracket. They could be the 8th seed. So I'll explain how it works. So the first seed, there's 6 teams that are safe. They're automatically making the playoffs. The 11th seed and the 15th seed miss out on the playoffs. And then the 7th seed plays the 8th seed for the 7th seed. Whoever wins gets the 7th seed. And then the 9th seed plays the 10th seed. Whoever loses is out. Whoever wins plays the loser of the 7th and 8th seed, and they play for the 8th seed. Whoever wins between them two gets the 8th seed. So then, yeah. And then they have more of an easy schedule for the rest of the season, in my opinion. When you look at their games, seems like they have a pretty easy schedule, if you ask me. And but they do have some tough games, though. And then some cons is they have been losing a lot of games recently. When you look at their recent games, they've been losing a lot. Lost to the Wizards, lost to the Raptors, lost to the Hawks, lost to the Heat, lost to the Kings, lost to the Hawks, lost to the Lakers. Well, I should lose that game, but that's a tough game. And then, yeah. And then their players just can't stay healthy. Like Klay Thompson, he's been out for 2 years, and James Wiseman hasn't been able to play that much. Hasn't been able to play it full time. So yeah. And then if they do get the 8th seed, they would have to play the Jazz or the Suns, which I do not think that the Warriors could beat the Jazz or the Suns. But if Steph Curry does go off and average like 40 or 50 or 60 points in the playoffs, I could see them beating the Jazz or the Suns. But that's still a very long shot for them, in my opinion. They are inconsistent with games they should win with the ones that are harder. So that means that like sometimes they beat teams that are way better than them, but they lose to teams that they're better than. Like, look right here, they lost to the Bucks. No, they beat the Bucks, but they lost to the Wizards. In my opinion, they're better than the Wizards, so they should have beating the Wizards there, but they only lost by 3 points. So yeah, and then Klay Thompson has been out for 2 years. That hurts him so much. Klay Thompson's like in plus 20 points, or like plus 25, and plus some defense on their team. And then also sometimes the Warriors just get blown out of the water, like blown out. That's what I mean. Like they lost right here, 130 to 77. 116 to 102, 116 to 109, 124 to 108, 141 to 119. Like, they get beaten by too much. Like, yeah, it's one thing to lose by 2 points. It's another thing to lose by, like, 30 points. So, yeah. That's all I have for the Golden State Warriors. In my opinion, this is one of the worst years that they have in a while, but it's better than last year. But they can still be a good team when Klay Thompson comes back, and maybe if they get more key assets. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and tell me if there's any other teams you guys want me to make a video of. And yeah, bye.